Were sending me pictures of things like this. Look at this. Here's the moon, obscured by chemtrails, as always. But look what's right next to it. He sent me a series of pictures. Watch this. This other planet or body is right next to the moon. Is this why they're chemtrailing us so bad? Is something actually coming in?
No need to point it out. It's very obvious. And these are just different filters that I'm using. I'm replaying the original footage through different filters now, just to try to bring out different perspectives. There's a X-ray format. You can see there's clearly something moving under the sun that's independent of the sun. Look at that. And then this is the last one here. And you can clearly see something moving in the sky in the proximity of the sun. Appears to be underneath the sun. If you look closely at some of these like first segments, you can see it's behind the clouds. The purple is clouds. And if you go to the original, which is here, you can also see
if we turn down the sun a little bit, and that brings the Earth's energy more into balance, and that could reduce some of the risks like extreme storms or extreme temperature.
But the point of this video is to prove that the moon simulator, the sun simulator, and how many there are, who knows, but they are modular and they can build them bigger and bigger and bigger. When was this first created is a question I get asked, and I'm going to venture a guess somewhere they began this project in 1985. Due to the patent and the Strategic Defense Initiative that had started the building project of this amazing project, modular, building it one hexagonal piece at a time. So let's look at the photographic evidence of this.
This mammoth object sets next to the left of our sun, causing very pinkish red skies on those nights in the lower 48 states where we are lucky enough to see a piece of the horizon through heavy chemtrail cloud cover. As the sun moves westward, the sun simulator, explained in many previous videos, puts out an enormous amount of glare in an attempt to engulf this huge object in glare, rendering it non-viewable. This glare engulfing feature is what causes our sun to have the appearance of changing sizes dramatically throughout the day. Viewers may recall that the other day we saw the sun about 30 times its normal size from the south-facing weather cam in Kipnuk, Alaska. This same gigantic tan-colored planet that we see every morning, clouds permitting, from the southwest-facing camera at the military base in Elmendorf, Richardson, Alaska. There is a third object on the right edge of the screen. Remember this, because we will see that again later. The sun appears to take on a contorted shape as the sun simulator engulfs this object in glare to make it non-viewable. Clouds permitting, we see this same huge object rising next to the sun every morning from the southeast-facing weather cam located in Cheakamus Canyon, British Columbia in Canada. Our real sun is the smaller light on the left, and the gigantic tan orb, now highly illuminated by the sun simulator, is on the right. The concealment jet, explained in detail in our March 21st video, maintains perfect alignment with the center of the sun simulator and the eclipsing planet, sending signals to the sun simulator regarding the various types of concealment, be it glare engulfing, blurring, or shadowing. Odd-shaped reflections of this concealment jet are visible near the bottom of the screen. In the last frame, we see the blurring mechanism applied. Eventually, this gigantic object becomes blurred and then fades away into the transparency of the atmospheric chemicals. On the southwest-facing camera in Skagway, Alaska, we see the late afternoon sun getting low and approaching these same two objects again that we saw from the military base and the Hoonah, Alaska cameras. Soon they will be setting to the left and to the right of our sun, causing red and pink skies to the left and to the right of our sun. The sun simulator takes on a contorted shape in order to cover the closest object in glare, and we see the odd-shaped reflections of the concealment jet swing across the screen. The south-facing weather cam in Talkeetna, Alaska, shows another eclipse with a large planet full of craters. Notice the airplane-shaped reflection of the concealment jet, which aligns itself with the eclipsing planet and the black center of the sun simulator for optimum concealment. This planet has some very interesting craters and texture to it, which are really brought out with some contrast applied. From Old Harbor, Alaska, we see the black dot reflecting upon the water, proving that it is not a camera issue, but an actual piece of equipment. From the weather cam in Taslina, Tulsona, we see the concealment jet in action again, closely following a transparent planet, barely even visible with contrast applied to it. Reflections of this jet swing across the lower part of the screen as the sun approaches the planet in preparation for an eclipse. Notice how the reflections of the jet equipment line themselves up with the eclipsing planet and the center of the sun simulator. These objects are part of an approaching celestial system. Many people ask when the system will make its closest pass to our Earth. A general indication of time is provided in the following screens of text. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe.
Stuff like this video right here. Things like this are just really, really odd to me because then you see images like this.
Hi, listeners who've never seen these videos before, I'm going to again show you and further explain the cloaking device or lens system and fake artificial sunlight. There are two separate. So here is the emitter light. This is the light source. It's probably a mercury lamp lighting system, but this is actual light. On the reverse side is the cooling system for this. And next,
these solar simulators are incredibly real, and we've been telling you about this for almost a year now. The biggest question that stands is what happened to our sun? Where is our sun? Because I can look outside with binoculars right at the sun, and it doesn't harm my eyes. That's not how it works.
As you can see, it was taken on the 16th of the 6th, 2017 at 8:35 AM in the morning. And you can clearly see there's something around the outside. Yet again, exactly the same, different type filter. That shouldn't exist because our sun is round and it's not a triangle. That tells me that. So don't forget, this is not a picture, this is a thermal image. So to get a picture like this, well, what can I say? And you can clearly see that there's different, we've got our sun and we've got something around the outside. We shouldn't be getting that, not on thermal. That means to me that there's actually something there. And you can clearly see the whiter it is, the hotter it is. And we've got a cooling effect that's going on around the outside. But there's absolutely nothing wrong. There's nothing in front of the sun, of course there's not, you know. You can see the reflection of the clouds and all the other bits and pieces, but we should not get this around the outside.
Here comes the hexagon, right there. See that? So that's a perfect match, at least structurally, with what we saw in South Dakota. another hexagon. Only this time it appears to be moving in the center of the sun. I've never seen anything like that. I've seen hundreds, probably thousands of pictures of the sun and sky over the years, and that's a first. Gotta admit, that's a first. This one here was very unique also. This is the one from the monument in South Dakota, Crazy Horse, South Dakota. And you can see there almost appears to be two, but definitely one. Now back to, there's these objects still at 6 and 1. It almost looks like it's, I don't know, dipping into the clouds. The clouds are moving around it or something. It kind of looks that way, but maybe not. Now, the reason I say that is because of this photograph, the way I've got it adjusted. I've really got things tweaked on this one. And you can see the clouds almost look like they are moving around this thing. But maybe not. I don't know. Remember a few weeks back, a photo surfaced. A gentleman sent it to me from Crazy Horse, South Dakota. And in the photograph, a hexagon appeared in the upper left-hand corner. He didn't notice this hexagon until many weeks after the fact. There was no direct sunlight involved in the photograph that could create maybe a lens ray or a glare. It was just a simple photograph, and this hexagon appeared in the sky. He sent it to me to look at. I kind of compared it to the sun simulator because it does have similarities. But we don't know for sure what we're dealing with here. It almost looks like there's two. If you look at it real close, you can see an outline of one here to the left, and then one down here just off center a few degrees to the right. Whether it is two or not, I have no idea. But either way, it's kind of neat. Don't know what it is, but it does have an uncanny resemblance to the sun simulator. And the sun simulator is not a conspiracy. It's actually a real thing. But
now, this video right here was captured by a channel called the Zion Warrior. And he's not into the religion of Zion. But watch this. There's the sun with the black dot in the center, correct? Watch when he zooms in. Are you seeing that cube? Do you see that? Right in the middle of the sun. And of course, that's some sort of camera malfunction or whatever to the effect. The problem is, he was only able to capture this on certain days in June and July. And then again, last week, it came back. Other than that, he couldn't capture it at all. What I'm talking about in this video is the same stuff that I was talking about at the beginning of the year, the sun simulator. The sun simulator. Everybody sent me hundreds of images of what appears to be the fake sun. We found patents on the fake sun. Like this video I put up in March of this year, which shows the fake sun. It shows the simulator, and I realized that there are sun simulators on the planet that they use to simulate the sun in underground bunkers, so forth and so on. But everybody's watched this video, everybody's mirrored this video, copied this video, and had their thoughts on this video. But it appears that for the first time, one of the large New World Order companies, Boeing in particular, has actually shown this for the first time without a doubt. And it's a huge case of predictive programming. A subscriber sent me the link to this video a couple of days ago. I showed this yesterday in the live stream, and I'm going to show it to you right now. We weren't wrong. All those people that believe that they have a sun simulating satellite or machine were not wrong, because Boeing actually puts it right out there. Several people have put out videos showing how they could cloak such an object, and I believe a lot of us have actually caught photos of it or video of it.
The bit of footage when it's just about yet again. Let's zoom in and just have a look, and there you can see it. It's just there, black line around the outside. Why would there be a black line? It is a black and white filter. This is what I'm trying to impress on everybody. That is not right in any way, shape or form. And as the sun simulator comes down, oh look what we get there. Yeah, you've got to ask yourself very, very carefully, and you can see the lensing system around the outside very, very clearly in this. Yeah, that's normal in everybody's book. Yep. that's for sure. And you can see it just as it disappears into the distance.
Good afternoon again. It's January 8th, 2018, 12:42 p.m. Sun Simulator breaking down big time. Sorry about the last video. I don't know why it just suddenly cut off. Look at that. Definitely something happening. I'm guessing that's the Sun Simulator, or maybe where that the sun's supposed to be. And it's breaking down and reforming. But the blueness is definitely something. And look at that dark shadow to the left. Stupid Sun Simulator formed again, but I had a little bit of it breaking down. And if it flashing blue beam coming through again. Got an object to the left side of the Sun Simulator coming out.
Straight away, something happens. This is, I don't know how to explain this. We've got this black line around the outside, and it's consistent in every bit of footage I'm just about to show you. And I've actually checked other footage that I've got, and it comes back exactly the same. And this to me proves that this is artificial. You can clearly see it going through the sky, the Sun Simulator, and there's the lensing system, and that sticks out just like a sore thumb. A kaleidoscope of light coming off and obscuring everything that's behind it and around it. Let's very quickly look at the facts. We've got a colour picture that looks like this. We've got the black object in the centre of the Sun Simulator. We've got the reflection on the water. Let's have a look at the next picture. We apply the filter, and hey presto, we get this black object in the centre, which is no longer black. It's got black ring around it, and that leads me to believe it is an object. It is a foreign object. It is an LED bank of lights, and I've got proof of that because I made a video called LED Sun Simulator, Is That Possible? And you can see the LED banks of lights just here. We've decreased the brightness and the contrast. So this is what makes me believe that this is a projected image onto a lens, which is just here. What is going on there? Really, come on. It just looks like the sea or the water is meeting. Yeah, there's something going on there. How low is this lens? You know,